You're cleaning and playing with your doubles partner on the court, but you never figured out why. Is it your fault? Is it your partner's fault? Well, maybe it's both of your faults. But can we fix that?
Yes.
In this video, we're gonna tell you everything you know to master doubles rotation on the court so you not only move faster, hit more powerfully, but
win rally.
Yes! How do we test a pair's doubles rotation?
I'll just defend on half court and then try and just attack and then just kind of cover each other.
What is me and Franklin's goal doing this?
Oh, just try and win the rally. Just hit more to my side when you can.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, here you are.
Well, that was a good example of bad rotation. Shoot. We're getting played. Oh man, we suck. I don't know what to do here. That's so me. I don't know why Franklin, is that a good enough demo? So, me and Franklin have no rotation. But first, can you point out what were the problems that me and Franklin were doing?
You need to make sure you're on the same page, preferably before you start. So we're gonna work on the back first. So let's isolate that. You can both kind of see what it looks like. Assuming the front person doesn't cover the interception, which happens a lot, you as the back person must be ready. This is why a lot of times the straight drive, people after they smash, aren't ready for it, and then you end up either having to lift or then you lose your track. We'll just have someone stand in the front and then one person stand in the back. To start.
What are we trying to show?
We're trying to show the follow-up after you smash. Because that's gonna be quite important, especially if you have to hit 2 shots in a row. We're gonna actually demo that for everyone to see. Stay ready? Okay, yeah, one more time, here. Okay, so considering your follow-up was so much closer, the power you hit on the second shot, almost the same as your first shot. In these kind of cases, Aylex will cover the cross, and then you can cover the straight. Okay, so on the backhand side, it's gonna be very different. I'll show you the forehand side after. So after you hit, the recovery step, usually you want to generally come back a little bit this way. So I like to switch positions. Why? Because I can push, cover backhand, or I can come in here, cover the other side. Right? The only thing that is harder is if they lift again. But from this position, actually, it's not too bad. You're still close enough. Right? So that's why for you, when you're hitting, you're like, and then you're like, and then you shuffle. In a game situation, way too slow. So again, the most important thing here is the recovery split after you hit. Try and get into this position so you can cover both sides.
That's interesting. I never thought of that.
Yeah, so let me give you a chance to try.
Let me try that.
Okay, ready? Let him hit the shot. Again. Try what I taught you. I'll hit a little bit higher. Maybe I kind of lift it, it's not there, and then see if you can still come forward. And
with
hit
this
the second
stance.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Because usually people come forward right foot too early, and then they actually have to hit this way. It's quite awkward. But Franklin will probably demo that because that's what he normally does. Right? So it's different because he has to hit this way. So I don't like this way because when you hit this way, you actually can't rotate. It's actually not as powerful. This is actually very important because you want your second shot to be harder than the first shot because you're hitting it from closer.
This makes sense, especially what you just said here. The second shot needs to be harder than first shot because the second shot is supposed to win the point, not the first shot.
Ideally, because then you're also hitting from the midcourt, right? So that's your chance to win versus trying to win on the first shot.
I think that's the ultimate reasoning of why we should stand like this for the second shot.
This will be much more evident on the other side. Okay, so this side really depends on your style of play. So when you smash on this side, there's the one where you stay on the same way, don't rotate the body. And then there's when you rotate, right? So if it's a really powerful smash and you do end up rotating your body, that's different, but you're putting like 100% to it. So then recovery is always going to be compromised. However, from this position, you can still hit pretty hard, but the goal here is to set up for the next one. So here's where it depends. If you have time from here, and then it's a bit of a more of a chance to attack, then you can step and then stay left foot. So from here, then you can attack again, right? So try and stay in this position to attack again. If it's a drive and you can't do anything, then of course you have to come in and play a little safer.
What is the front person supposed to do?
Okay, so now we're gonna transition to the front, and it kind of depends. So the thing is, the front person should get to choose where to stand to help cover. And ideally, you should be trying to intercept to win the point because you're at a good position to do so. Okay, so from this position here, you would have to decide for Franklin, how far can you intercept? Okay, let's take a look.
Okay. Anyways, what it feels like right now is Franklin's playing singles and I feel pushed into a corner.
If he's gonna move too much, it's gonna be quite difficult, right? So again, let's do one more, just to show you why it's gonna be tough, right? Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go. It looks like you can get there, but it's like I'm hitting shots and I'm not moving. If I'm playing a game and I put more pressure on you, changes everything. Okay, last one. If I'm hitting different places, like you might think like, oh yeah, I would get that, but you have to cover a lot. So you want to reduce how much you cover so that your partner knows what to do and then you know what to do. So you're trying to like move just enough where it's going to be hard to get to that spot, right? And then if you know that he's going to cover that one after you smash, then you can cover the other side.
Okay.
So let's try this way. You can figure out what you want to cover, and then we'll hit like 3 shots.
Me or him?
As a team.
Okay.
And then we'll test it out.
Okay.
And then see if we can do it. Okay, we'll try a couple. Let's see what it looks like. Ready?
Why'd you get my straight? I was gonna kill that.
Okay. Yes, good. Yeah, so fun. The second one, if you can't really do anything, don't rush. For the sake of the drill though, it was better. So now at least you're on the same page. So let's try one more time, but we're gonna switch. Yeah, good. Yeah, okay, good. Right, so now you're actually covering pretty well. What we want though, actually, is that it's gonna be better to have the front person intercepts if you wanna win the rally.
Okay.
Right? So let's try one more time where you're gonna actually set up for the front person to intercept. Why did you hit here?
I mishit it.
So are you trying to win the rally or set up your partner? Okay, try harder. Yes. It's okay. So it does come fast, but that's like, if he hit it over the net, very difficult to get. That's probably a point right away. Because sometimes when you're hitting from the back as the defense, I can make timing with you better. But if he interrupts and intercepts it before I'm ready for it, that's so much harder to defend.
So the front person is looking to intercept for the winner.
Yeah.
And the back person is looking for the second shot as the winner. And then of course, cover it if you mess up.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is important. What happens when people block?
Who?
The
opponent?
defenders block, right?
What happens?
Where would you stand if someone blocks a lot?
They block it? I stand a bit closer.
Yeah, exactly, right? So if you're standing around the service line here, right, blocks will be harder for them to get to the front, right? But this makes you weak to drives. So if they start driving, then what do you need to do?
Back.
I'd go back a little more, but let's do a quick demo. This is actually worth seeing. Okay. Okay.
So I'm doing what?
Just smash, just smash. Smash. Right? Then I have to lift again, right? Good, right? So I'm actually late, or my partner will be a bit late. We have to lift again. Okay, so stand close. Now I'm gonna drive. So try and intercept, but good luck, right?
Sorry.
Right? Okay, so now same thing. Back up, back up, back up. Okay, one more. Hit a good one, ready? Yes, good. Okay, so conversely, if you're that far back, then you'll have a little bit of problem getting to the blocks. So it is a bit of you have to change it up a bit, right? So when you smash against a new team, right? Most people probably will drive first. So you should start in the back.
Okay.
Right? Most people, you have to decide, can they drive straight or can they drive cross?
Okay.
I actually think most people can't really drive cross. So your first step almost always should be cover straight and cover drive. So back up a bit. If they then block, right, you play a tougher team and they find those holes, then you as the front person come closer and prevent that from happening. If it doesn't happen, then you don't have to worry about it. So what we want in rotation is to try and set up someone else. It could either be you hit twice or you hit once and your partner hits once to attack twice in a row. That's really the goal of attacking in doubles.
Okay.
We'll do one multi-drill for you.
Okay.
And then after you do this drill, I think you'll be okay.
Okay.
Don't crash into each other.
Okay.
Tell you right now. Okay? Ready?
You're so close to me.
You gotta just pick a side. That means you're still reacting. If you're reacting, then you're not gonna cover anything. You're either gonna be late on one side or late on both sides. So the instruction is pick a side and stick to it. Yeah,
my
so that's
bad.
yours. Okay.
Okay. I got it.
That's it. 3. Then switch.
Just.
Okay, ready? Okay, try forehand. Yeah. Okay, last one.
Oops.
You didn't stick to cross.
I think that's too much. That one, I should have still came back and got it, right?
No, just pick a side.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways,
then he's gonna come forward. Because you take the other side, then you know in the back, right? So that means you have to be brave and make that commitment. Okay.
this makes sense. It feels just more like the front person siding, the back person just covers.
Right. So again, the most dangerous position is when both people are at the front and you can't lift it over them, right? If one person's in the front and then you can cross it and then there's no one there, then that means you're okay. But if you can't hit straight or cross flat because both people are at the front, it's very hard on defense. So that's kind of your goal of trying to rotate to get that position. Okay, let's see your after now. Okay, so now you know what to do. Okay.
Single bird?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Whoa. Dissipate.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, good. Out. Yeah, good. One more. It's looking better. Okay.
Reasonable. Oh shit. It's not obvious. That one was him, right? It's not obvious he was letting that for me until it was like gone.
If someone already moves, you should continue. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Let's get a few more.
Yeah.
One more good one. I think that's what Max Franklin can do. This was an unexpected masterclass video. This is one of those videos they gotta watch 5 to 10 times and keep coming back to really absorb what was being taught. Okay? So if you guys appreciate all this info Toby has provided, make sure to support our channel by joining our YouTube memberships.